Good morning. My name is Leslie Williams, and I'm in San Diego, California right now. An incident happened on the bus, on the MTS bus, on 2/17/2012. Not even a minute after I predicted that something might happen on the bus, before I even got on the bus. As I was crossing the street, about 70 feet away from the bus stop. Okay? So I get on the bus, and I sat down. And an individual accused me of touching him, so he called me a fucking bitch 3 times. Then he got other passengers in on the expedition in reference to taunting me because I said I was going to call the police, which I did. Then, while the police were waiting, while I was on the phone for almost 15 minutes trying to tell the bus driver that I was on the bus and what was happening, other passengers were getting on the bus and observing me calling 911 and asking the bus driver for directions as far as the streets go, because the 911 dispatch kept asking me where we were at. I kept telling her. She kept asking me where the next bus stop was. I kept telling her. And then she kept saying, well, why don't you get off the bus? And I said, because this guy's not getting away like they always have in the past. The San Diego police are directly involved in this, and it's nothing but whenever it gets a situation, a gang stalking street theater is what it's called, gets out of control, they try to separate me from the perpetrator so the perpetrator can then get away. That's why she kept trying to tell me to get off the bus. I wouldn't get off the bus, and I told her he's not getting away this time. So they couldn't contain the situation, so what they did was the guy who called me a fucking bitch got on his cell phone and started text messaging, which is what they do. As a result, I just got done making some videos in this past week about, and I'm not sure if I've uploaded them yet because it takes quite a time it takes almost two hours for me to get to a university, get settled in, and start uploading the videos. Then it takes time for me to download them, and then lately I haven't been labeling them as I've been making them, so I almost got to wait until they're uploaded, then I got to re-listen to them in order to label them. So lately I've been making a lot of YouTube videos, uploading them, and then labeling them as private until I can go back and listen to them. But I have made some videos about how 70% of the people who are engaging in gang stalking activities are getting on the bus right down the street from the San Diego Eastern Division Police Department. And this is where this is all happening at. This is how and when this is all was happening at, when those bus stops, when we were going along the bus route, for individuals to get on a bus was right down the street from the San Diego Police Department. As this situation was unfolding, he got on his cell phone and started text messaging. And as the bus was stopping, people were getting on the bus, and people were getting involved in what was happening because they heard me on the phone calling 911. Then those people started getting in on the expedition of making comments about me in reference to me calling 911 on this guy. And so at least 4 people were making statements in reference to what was happening, and they were engaging in direct gang stalking physical gestures. They had 2 of them sit right in front of me. A woman and a man that got on the bus and decided to sit behind me was engaging in also trying to escalate the emotional environment of what was going on. 2 days before this happened, as of the 15th, so from the 15th to the 16th and the 17th is the day this happened, I caught gang stalkers along my route saying things, because they get along my route and they repeat certain statements in order to make me feel stalked. They'll repeat these statements over 35 times and within a half hour, like they did over at USD on the 16th, and I caught them on tape after predicting that they were going to make the statement. I caught them on the trolley on the 15th saying it. I caught them on at USD on the 16th saying it after it was predicted on both occasions. I uploaded those videos already, and this happened on the 17th. Also on the 16th on bus route 44, an individual tried to start a fight with me, and another guy that was getting on the bus seen it and told the guy to calm down. Now, then this happens to me on the 17th. What happened on the 16th I couldn't catch correctly on digital audio file, so that is not being uploaded to YouTube. What they do is they get around me in my environment and along my routes and say certain things. They're called direct conversation tactics. Well, from the 14th all the way up until the 17th, they were saying, does she really think that she's going to be able to keep her property? And where I'm currently staying at right now, I have property that's hidden close by in order for me to be able to change my clothes. Over $500 worth of clothes that I have had to buy since September. Practically brand new. Well, they came in here on the 17th when I was away along my routes. They came in here and started cleaning up. So we're going to see if they try to steal my property by using a city employee to do it, by saying, well, we come down here and clean up this area anyways at this time of the calendar year. And understand this and be clear, they were saying it on the 14th, the 15th, and I heard it once on the 16th at different places along my route, including over at the University of San Diego. Does she really think that she's going to keep her property? And it's also being transmitted towards me through the electronic harassment. Okay? And there's a law in Michigan and Maine about electronic harassment, and gang stalking in California is done on a favor scale. Sylvia Morales has got some YouTube videos you can find by typing in gang stalking in San Diego. There's multiple targets in California, and electronic harassment is all over the internet as far as that being a tactic that's used with gang stalking. The San Diego police would not take a police report once they arrived on the scene on the 17th and tried to tell me that this individual was not engaging in gang stalking activities, but yet they would not listen at all about how I'm being gang stalked. And then when I started explaining it, miraculously they got a phone call saying they got they got notified by dispatch that they got a call and had to leave the scene. This is nothing but staged, orchestrated harassment and incidences, and whenever I make headway as far as describing what's really happening to me, the police find a reason why they will not continue in listening. And they did the same exact thing on the previous days that I have tried to make reports to the San Diego police that I'm a target of gang stalking. They deny that they know about it, they deny that it's happening towards me, and they tell me flat out to my face they won't take a police report. So we're going to see. I made statements when I first found this campsite in August. I made statements about how they were going to try and get me out of here by stating that someone saw me in here and then used them as a buffer between me and the police. And I also, when I made those statements, I was saying that city employees might be one of the people they might use as a buffer between me and the police. Now they're bringing city employees down here to clean out the area when I'm not here. Okay? And where I have my clothes at is the area, is the type of areas that they're cleaning out. So I leave for the day and come home and all my stuff's gone. Who am I going to complain to? The San Diego police, so they can then turn around and say, well, you shouldn't be here to begin with, and now we know where you're at, and now we know you're homeless? Because that's the whole reason why they started this gang stalking expedition, is to try and claim I can't take care of myself because I'm homeless, but they're the ones who stole my rent. Sylvia Morales has some YouTube videos online right now. She's a target in San Diego, and in her YouTube videos, she flat out says that her credit card payments are being stolen out of the mail, that she mails certified mail return receipt. That's how my rent was stolen. Google gang stalking, mail theft, and mail derailment. Gang stalking and postal workers. That's how my rent was stolen. That's what created the homelessness. And this is how they operate, through clever, overt means where you can't prove that it's happening and you're powerless over do anything about it because the police won't investigate anything that you're doing because they're directly syndicated to it. Go to Google right now and type in a gang stalker confesses. It's a manifesto of a gang stalker who went offline, typed in who they are, who they're connected to, what they're about, and how they operate. He then downloaded that information to a USB drive and then uploaded it to the internet, and it spread like wildfire. It flat out says they're connected to the police. It flat out says they're connected to the courts. So how can you get no help when they use these overt, clever means, okay, to take everything that you got while harassing you and creating incidences along your routes, while assaulting you along your routes? I was assaulted on an MTS bus on 10/10/2011. That assault was predicted 9 days before it happened, and it's the same exact bus route that I recently caught 3 teenagers admitting to me that they were put on the bus to harass me before they got on the bus, which meant they knew I was on the bus in order to be able to get them kids to get on the bus down the road, to have them get on the bus to harass me in a specific way. I caught them admitting it, and it's posted online right now. It's also the same exact bus route that I've been harassed on a daily basis. The guy who assaulted me on 10/10/2011 was a gang stalker who I took video pictures of before that assault because he had harassed me, and it's the same exact bus route that this incident occurred on the 17th. And it's the same exact bus route that the 3 children were put on, the 3 teenagers were put on to harass me, the 928. My name is Leslie Williams. Today's date is February 19th, 2012. I'm in San Diego, California right now. It's President's Day 2012, and I'm making this prediction right now before I leave for the day, that if city workers come down here and steal my clothes by saying that they became aware that they were here because they were down here landscaping, understand this and be clear. It will be the direct concerted effort of this gang stalking expedition using city employees to do it.